People, welcome to the Sports Editor. It's really great to have on the show. Thank you for chatting to us all the way there in Ireland. I think you're in a very interesting situation at the moment, but I'm looking forward to discussing your hockey career and what's been happening in your life. But we're going to start
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, cool, man. We'll start off with the school you attended, Maritzburg College. Great schools, churned out some great sportsmen, in particular hockey. How much has it meant to you, in terms of what the school's done for you as growing as a player and even as a person?
It's always nice to go to college when you leave college and start playing in other teams. You see the different type of cultures. The culture at college was there's no big players. Even if you're a superstar, nothing's about you. So when you get to other teams where maybe some guys come there, for example, let's say first year Tuks, there'll be 2 first years from college, maybe 2 first years from another school. But I think college guys stand a better chance to survive because we work hard, we're taught how to work hard, and what can I say? And be part of the team. If it means you're getting 5 minutes game time, maybe chaka, you're on from playing. You're still happy that you're part of the team. Where I feel maybe other schools, if the guy was a star at that school, you won't really cope with getting 5 minutes, stuff like that. So the culture helped me a lot in getting through tough situations at time when form wasn't there. Wasn't always just about the skills, just the culture as well really helped me. Yeah, so that's
Yeah, because in terms of national representation, it must be one of the biggest schools that produce the most South African sportsmen. I know Grey College might be up there as well with them, but easily in the top 5 in the country of producing national sportsmen. But interesting to hear they said that culture is the big reason for it. And I hope the culture stays strong. Do you get to go back to the college once in a while and see how things are going there?
I haven't been back in a while. Last time I went was 2015.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but things change. And every old boy always say it wasn't the same when I was there. So
that's true.
Have to accept that things change.
Absolutely.
But hopefully for the better. Yeah. My brother, I think, will go there. He's in grade 6 at the moment, and he's really chatting to college.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully I get to live through him.
Yes, that'll be good. That'll be good.
Yeah.
But Peabo, who helped you uncover your ability to play in the link position? Where did it all start for you?
As a midfielder. Started in primary school, but I come from a small farm school, like Easton. I'm not sure if you know Easton Primary School.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a gentleman there called Pork and Lag. I started playing first team, I think in grade 5, but I was like right striker. Then grade 6 came to the link line. Grade 7 played central midfielder. Did well. Then went to college, and the 14As. Played striker. The guys were playing link line. I think it was Tim LA, Tevin Koch, and MK Latuka. I'm not sure if you know those guys. So I didn't stand a chance. Then I went up front. Actually did well up front, scoring goals. So I was a striker from then. And then the following year, I went to under 16s. I made the team, went to Nomads. Didn't really perform up front, got harder, there was no space. And then came back from Nomads, got dropped to 16Bs, where Guy Elliott was coaching, Tuks, the recent Tuks coach. And then he just chucked me back into midfield, and then taught me, because I forgot how to play midfield, he taught me all the basics again and stuff like that. I think Guy Elliott took me back to midfield.
Right.
Yeah.
And no looking back since then, eh?
No. I'd rather go play at the back than play up front. I like the ball. I like being on the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
forward.
It's nice being in what you call like the engine room of the team. It's nice.
Yeah, I like that pressure. I like that pressure.
That's good. You also studied at Tuks. Just remind us, what did you study? And did you find it maybe at times to put studying on the top of your priority list? You know, being a sportsman, you've always got an excuse to go out there and train a little bit, you know?
Yeah. I studied a BA General, hockey degree. Yeah, I did Zulu, criminology, and tourism as my majors. But yeah, I think I would have finished my degree within 4 years if it wasn't for hockey. Yeah. So some at times I had to like write sick tests. Like I would have a tour. Like last year, I had a tour in India in June, which meant I missed my exam. So I had to write a sick test when I came back, which was 2 times harder than the normal exam. But luckily, like with the Tuks Hockey Club, everything is very like run smooth. They're always on top of academics. So if they know you have a tournament coming up, they'll write a letter for you and excuse you, and you don't have to worry about the exam. You just focus on the tournament at a time, and then you have a chance to go write your exam again.
That's very nice of them, I must say. Sure, yeah. They can obviously
Yeah, the nice thing is, they, like, you know, us sportsmen, we sometimes get carried away. Like my first year, I got to Tuks. It was Varsity Cup as well, and I was over the moon. First time we were playing hockey on TV with commentators. It felt so professional. I forgot I was a student. For the first semester, I just bombed out.
Yeah.
And then luckily you have to, like if you're on bursary, you have to go in with your marks and they check your marks if everything's in order. And my marks were in order. Then they tell you, hey, listen, up your game here in terms of the books, and so they keep track. So I think so other varsities just say, okay, you got bursary, okay, go on and swim. When it Tuks, they make sure you're understanding, you're passing, and they offer the help if you need.
Very good. You're also the first team captain for Tuks, and you won the Varsity Cup, and that's a big achievement. But part of that result was doing the behind the scenes work, working that little bit harder when no one's watching. Do you think that also contributed to the success there?
I think it did. It did, absolutely. But with that team there, I don't remember 2016. I don't know if you know, like the Grand Glatz. Remember that guy? From Grand Glatz, Nick Bershon, all those guys. They were a team for such a long time. So when I got there, my first year, that was their last year. Then after that, they left. And then there was this just massive hole in the team where we were rebuilding again. We'll get to finals, to lose finals, come third. And that was just... And then in 2017, we got this team. Started off badly as always. Got these youngsters in, started rebuilding to 2018. Just putting in all the work, doing the gym work, and I remember God just saying, "Listen, do the small things." He was very big on small things. Do the small things. We train. Wake up at 5 to train before anyone else. Don't complain. Keep doing it. It will come. 2017, we lost another final. And under 29 RPTs. And then we came third in USA. And I was, when you're just getting frustrated, like, am I ever going to win anything? Yeah, or are we doing something wrong and something like that? And then 2018, I think everything just clicked. Just played well. And as people would like to say, like we weren't a team that dominated possession. I think we played better when we didn't have possession, because all we did at training was counter-attack and press deep. So we always just sat in our solid press, and we just scored all our goals from counter-attack.
Sure. Interesting.
Yeah. So I think as the tournament, the Varsity Cup progressed, like your teams, like I don't say names, but like other teams who were good on the ball got figured out. Where we were like, it's fine, you can try to figure us out how to outlet it with us, but it's going to be difficult because we're hungry for this one. So yeah, I think that gave us an edge a bit of, we weren't pretty on the ball, we did the dirty work. Yeah.
And no, but I like what you're saying, you know, because you often talk to youngsters, and just say, for example, you put out a drill for them to do, and they run through it and they do it quickly. It says to them, slow down, do it properly. Don't take shortcuts. Don't take shortcuts. And it's what you're telling me there is so important. And I hope a lot of you up and coming hockey players realize that. Go through the grind, do it again and again and again, because shortcuts eventually catch up with you. Because then a few years later down the line, someone's ahead of you, and you're sort of thinking, now why is that person better than me? It's because they were prepared to do those tough ones, the dirty work again and again and again. So I like what you're saying. I fully agree with what you're saying. It's very important.
Yeah, definitely. Especially the youngsters coming up now. I don't think they really like that side of the game.
No, not at all.
I think us older guys, if you make that first yellow card tackle, boom, up front, and then I know I'm in the game then.
Yeah.
Where the youngsters, I think they like being pretty on the ball, which is not bad, because they can do it. But like, going forward, when you play international hockey, that's when you realize that, oh, I can be pretty, but I also need to be hard. Yeah. So, but they'll learn. So
you've obviously gotten to represent South Africa a number of times. And is that one thing that the coaches will say to you, maybe just on the sideline, or maybe you even decide yourself, you know, I'm the midfield general, and I'm just going to make one or two charges there. Just, you know, let the guys know, you know, I'm here. Is that something that you do just to ruffle the feathers a bit as well?
I think it just, when I was younger, I used to get so many cards.
No ways.
Just because I wanted to just make that first tackle, and sometimes I used to just lose my head and get like silly cards, yellow cards and stuff like that. And then through the years, I've learned how to do it without getting cards. So now, like, I hardly ever get cards, but I still do the exact same thing. But I like setting the tone. I like letting the guy I'm playing against say, mate, I'm also here if you're keen. And then hopefully he gives it back, because it's not nice when you just give it to someone and they don't challenge you back.
Excellent. Yeah. But Peabo, you've played 28 years for South Africa. Are you aiming to hopefully get to that milestone of 100 tests, 100 caps for your country?
Yeah, definitely. But in South Africa, you never know, because we don't play as much games.
Yeah.
So you never know how long it'll take you. Maybe I think 5 years or maybe 2 years. But it's a goal for me. I want to achieve a lot of caps. But at some stage as well, if I can see that there's youngsters coming through, I would also appreciate, like, I'll also just let them through if I'm in my 30s and stuff like that. I'll just go carry on playing club.
You're still a spring chicken, man. I don't know what you're worrying about.
Yeah, no, I'm saying later in my career. Like, I won't block the way for new talent.
Yeah. And
That's
I think that's so important, especially the experience that you've got as well. Is that if you see young guys coming up and they've got the potential to just help them grow even more, because it's a bigger picture thinking. You know, the country will benefit if this guy grows even more. And that's real good, I could say, sportsmanship of you. Because a lot of guys might feel threatened, like, you see this guy's going to knock me over.
Yeah.
It shows that he's worked hard, and that's a due reward, I think. So I don't know if that makes sense, what I'm trying to say.
It does. Just my one goal is to maybe get I mean, whatever caps I get, I'll be happy. And then maybe play one test match with my brother before I call it. If he makes it that far, but I'm sure he will.
Yeah, because I think that'll be a very rare thing if that gets to happen. Because I don't think I'm sure there's been a few family members that played together, but yeah, more recently, I don't know one off the top of my head where brothers have played together.
Yeah,
that'll be really special. Yeah,
that'll be nice. That'll be great. So yeah, if I can get that one.
Yeah, you've played in a World Cup, great experience. But obviously, the big talking point is next year the Olympic Games. How are you excited to be able to compete at such an awesome event?
Hopefully I'll make the team. But if I do, I think it's every sportsman's dream to go to the Olympics. And what can I say? It'll be massive. It'll be massive for me to go. But at the moment, what I can do is just keep working hard, keep doing the stuff behind closed doors, and just give myself a chance to be selected.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it will be brilliant to go. But yeah, I must make sure that come next year, come selection, I'm in a good shape and I can't be like ignored in a way.
Was that part of your reasoning to go play a bit of hockey in Ireland, just to sharpen up your skills, work on all your aspects of your game? And how are you finding it in
Ireland? So yeah, I think it was as well, because I looked at it, I was like, there's no hockey in South Africa this year. If there is this training, and I had spoken to a club overseas in Ireland, like early before the massive lockdown. And I was talking about going there like during this time, November, this time. And then got to another club, Jason, he's a South African. Spoke to him. He was positive. He was like, listen, you can come now and write your exams over here because there's no hockey anyway.
Sure.
I was like, yeah, maybe. And then luckily everything was online at Varsity because I've got one more module to finish and then I'm done. And then I was like, oh, perfect. Let me go play some hockey in Ireland. Arrived, started training with the boys, and tempo here is much higher than club level tempo at home. And yeah, skills have been tested online. And I had to get used to how quickly the game is. Yeah, I was at first couple of trainings, trap ball gone, and I was like, these guys must be thinking, who is this international player that you've just got? But fitness came, and then I got sharper. Then I started playing nice hockey. It's also nice playing hockey where midfielder gets the ball. I feel like in South Africa, a lot is initiated by the two centre backs.
Right.
So the centre backs are in charge of like shape and manipulating and really playing the midfield that much. Where in our club or here, it's always a midfield battle. If your midfield plays well, you're going to win the game. So it also sharpens your receiving skills in midfield. You get to, like, if you're in midfield and you're getting bored, you're getting confidence as the game goes on. So I've really enjoyed getting bored and expressing myself a little bit more as well. And we started off well, 3 out of 3.
Sure.
The first two we were the favourites to win, but the third last one, we're playing against a club from up north, Banbridge. They're good. They're a good club, big club. We were 3-1 up at a stage, and then we just got cards, and then they came back to make it 3-2. But we'll take a win, away win. And the fans are not kind at all. They're having a go at us proper, but it was a good experience. Yeah. So I'd say good move so far. I'm enjoying it. just the lockdown now is just what can I say? Killed our momentum a bit because we started off really well. But hopefully they review it after 3 weeks and let us play.
Yes, because you're based at it's YMCA Hockey Club, is that right?
Yeah.
Cool, man. And look at, you said you guys have played 3 games. How many teams are actually in the league that you play in? And how long does your season run for? How many games will you? Let's just say lockdown hasn't happened. How many games will you be playing throughout the season?
I'd say easy 25, 26.
Sure.
But there's 10 teams in the league.
Right.
So you play 18 games in the league, and then there's a few cups. So there's this Irish Senior Cup, which apparently is the oldest hockey cup in the world. There's a Neville Cup. There's all these different cups that you play as well. So it adds to the games during the league. So the league runs from September, takes a break in December, and then runs again from February to I think May, to like mid-May.
Sure.
So I think it's a nice format.
Yes.
I enjoy it.
That's really, very good. So, you touched earlier there that you're training a bit and the ball came to you and then disappeared a couple of seconds after. Is that sort of a pressure where you feel would just add more value if that same sort of approach was played in South Africa, where there was a good pressure, like, you got to get going, you got to get going. And,
I'd say so too. It's changed my whole thinking of hockey and how clubs and stuff operate. I had like a little tweak to my hamstring before the second game, like on a Tuesday. And then I rested, went to see physio. It wasn't too bad. He just said I didn't warm up properly. It was cold. It was getting cold. And the following week, I had to work from a place. I started on the bench, and I was like, sure, okay. And the guys that played the game that I missed played well in midfield.
Right.
So I was like, fair enough. Fair enough. Let them play. And then on that day as well, they were still playing better than me. Like I was still playing okay game, but they were playing better than me. And going into the next week, I was like, hey, listen, mate, I'm fit now. Let me prove myself again in training and be like, okay, fine. I need to start the following game away at Pembroke. So we're back home. I think you're injured. You come back. You're in the team again straight away, or stuff like that. Whereas I think our strongest line is our midfield, and all of us bring something different to the table, and so it's a pressure to perform. So like, listen, if I don't play, I'll get less game time than Aaron Bailey, for example, because he plays a similar style to me, but he's more of a mover. He's more of an 8, like a position 8 in soccer, where I'll be more of a 6, and I'll like different games, different outlets. So puts pressure on you to really focus and perform and be top of your game, which at the end I think improves you as well. So I've been enjoying it.
I've met a few Irish people in my lifetime, and my goodness me, they talk very quickly. And I sort of have to look at them and say, what did you just say? Have you ever had any of those moments where you're like, hold on, just slow down? Especially like that, you playing a game, blah, 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 blah. And you sort of think, well, gee, what did you just say?
It's been tough. It's been tough getting used to them talk. But like, I'm lucky I'm in a more posh area. So but when you go to town, or there's some other people from like your Tipperary County and Cork and stuff like that. Their accent is tough to hear. But they do talk quickly. They do talk fast. The first couple of weeks I was like, What? What? Then sometimes I'll just like laugh it off, like, then you're like, no, it was a question. I'm like, oh, got me. Yeah, but it's a good experience. They mean well. They're good people. Very, very sweet people. Like for the first 2 weeks, I quarantined with my coach Jay. We were driving around, showing me the places. Then, like, we were at the robot, and we were having a fat chat, and the robot turned green. We didn't see it. 5 seconds later, we looked up. Oh, the robot is green. The person at the back didn't like hoot or anything.
Wow.
In South Africa,
What's how you get it?
Yeah. I was like, Jesus, people are nice here, coach. He's like, yeah, people are very nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Are the rumors true? Are there any leprechauns in Ireland?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything. I think, it might be true.
Maybe some people, because I believe the pub culture is quite strong there as well. So maybe after a few people see things, and that's how it all stemmed up. But anyway, you never know. So.
Yeah. Maybe I'll tell you after 2 years. I'll let you know.
Yeah. Am I right in saying you've got the nickname the General?
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
I think it comes from Guy Elliott.
All right.
Yeah. So when was it? 2011. We were what? I made the 16B inland team. He's in inland, and he was coaching. And then one training, I was just saying, we were doing like outletting, drop passing. And he's like, okay, Peabo, you're going to be center link. And from this position, I want you to control the game. I want you to be a general here because like I'm coming from college 16Bs, I knew how he pressed, I knew how we outlet, I knew how, then like you had I was playing what can I say, 16A inland had more college guys in there. And then 16B had more of your St. Charles, your Hiltons, a few college guys, your Markellaus. So it was like not a lot of college guys. And then, so he was like, yo, you need to be a general, you need to show the troops where to go and stuff. And then that's when I started, like, because I used to just focus on my game a lot, like, just play my game, talk to the striker in front of me and stuff like that. And then I started, being a general. Hey, you need to come a little bit, you need to come deeper, you need to, send a striker, press to this line, outletting, get the ball. Hey, just stuck, and more people started calling me general, and then I accepted it. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, generally speaking, are you enjoying your time in Ireland besides all the lockdown? Are you happy there? Or you feel you're growing even more? Seems to be quite a nice place there. And like environment.
Yeah, I'm up in a school. I don't know if you know, it's St. Columbus College. It's like a really Hilton-like school. So I just like I'm, what can I say? A studio. So like, the studio. Yeah, and I live with 2 South Africans. And there's another South African on campus, Scott Combi, Paul Cron. There's a lot of South African guys. So they've really just been looking after me and easing me into the whole Irish experience. So I have no complaints. I'm enjoying it, enjoying the people. It's not enjoying the weather. Yeah, I haven't seen sunshine in a long time.
Wow. Okay.
Gets windy and rainy and cold. I think a week ago it just rained for a whole week straight.
Wow.
And you're just like,
wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But otherwise, it's a whole different world compared to back home, which is a nice experience.
Excellent. Well, people, it's been really good to chat to you. Thank you for giving us some insight into your career and how you find your life in Ireland and, yeah, what you're doing with yourself at the moment. And I'm really hoping all goes well. And I know you'll keep working hard and hopefully get that selection to the Olympic Games. We'll be watching the news for that because I think that's an event that has to happen. I know the world's a tough place at the moment, but yeah, the Olympic Games has to go ahead, man. It's such a great event. So, yeah.
Just do what the cricket is doing, I think.
Yeah.
Get us all in a little bubble and
yeah,
and the tournament goes ahead.
Yeah.
I know you want to have spectators, but if there's no vaccine, you can't really have spectators. But yeah, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
It's all good, my man.
As well. Yeah.
Thanks, people. I really appreciate it.
Cool. Thanks for having me.
I'll let you know when this is about to go up because I might either ask you for 1 or 2 photos of yourself playing.
Okay. I'll just shot.
Cool. Yeah, because some people are very finicky. It's like, where did you get that picture from? And then I've got to explain. I haven't had too much trouble, but I'd just rather be saying sorry. So, or if it comes from you, I just say it's been supplied, and then no one worries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that you play for South Africa.
I don't mind.
Okay, thanks, people.
Cheers, enjoy your day.
Enjoy your day. And sorry to get you up so early in the morning. Eh?
No, I'm going straight to bed now. All right, cheers.
Cheers, there you go.